to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, I'm your hostess. Hey y'all, and welcome to this week's edition of Thrifty Fun. We also have a mail call from a very special person that I'm going to share with you. I actually won a prize from her channel. Her name is My Granny's Garden, and it came from Amazon. She let me know that she picked something off my wish list, and I was so pleased because I had started to order this and something told me not to order it yet. And it is the Pacific Northwest edible plants. It's got some recipes in the back, and it talks about poisonous plant lookalikes, and it's got all kinds of mushrooms. I'm just going to show you a couple of pages. It talks about Queen Anne's lace, red clover, and some other items. It talks about wild blackberries, dandelions, mullein. Mullei's not on this page, but it does talk about mullein, mulberry leaves, and nettle leaves. So there's a lot of good information in here about stuff that's edible. And I'm really excited to get to read this book. I'll be reading it and sharing some tips that I find in this book along the way. Thank you, My Granny's Garden. I'll leave a link to her in the description box below. Make sure you go by there. Tell her the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch sent you, and thank her for sending me this book and for being such a good friend to me. And y'all, please go subscribe to her page. You will love this lady. She is just super, super sweet. She's a Christian lady, and God just sends people into your life, even through YouTube, y'all. I've made many friends online over the years that I never met, and I'm so thankful for having that type of social media platforms that we can go to find good friends that love you and that you can love back. And she's one of my favorite channels, y'all. I just can't brag enough about her. My Granny's Garden. It will be in the description box below. Y'all don't forget to go say hi to this lady. And thank her for sending me that prize. I answered a question that she had put up, and she sent me a nice little prize. Well, my husband and I only stopped at one thrift store. Money's tight. He had to have 4 teeth extracted, and so money is tight right now. But we did spend $9 total at a thrift store, and I'm going to show you most of the items. The first one is this bundt cake pan, and it looks like a rose, y'all. It is cast iron. It's heavy. We paid $3 for it. I've been needing a bundt pan for a while, and you know, God puts things in place for us at the right time and the right place. Just like this book, you know, He provides for us. And He used My Granny's Garden to provide this book for us. He used the person that donated this item at a thrift store to provide for us. And $3 was not a bad price. I'm really thrilled about it. I'm going to get it cleaned up. It's a little dirty on the inside, but I'm going to get this cleaned up. And I got to grab my box. We got a soap dish for 25 cents. Nothing wrong with a soap dish. And my husband actually picked this up. We have green in our bathroom. He thought that would look good in the master bathroom. And I have one of these soup tureens, but I needed another one for me and my husband, and We had two at one time and one of them broke, and we had a hard time finding a replacement for it, but this thrift store had it, and we paid $1. So that's going to go in the dishwasher, and we're going to get that cleaned up. I'm going to rattle some paper here because I didn't unwrap anything. I'm going to show you this. I was really surprised they had these. And I'm going to look for some more because I like to have at least 6, if not more, of these. And see if I can get it held up for you. They're Coca-Cola glasses. And they were 3 pieces for $1. There's nothing wrong with them. There's no chips or anything around the rings. They're just wonderful. And I'll set these back down so I can show you this other item that we got. We got a full jar of buttons. And there's some really pretty buttons in there. I haven't even opened this jar up. But the jar is Golden Harvest. It's a Golden Harvest jar. So I got 2 items actually for the price of 1. Get all the buttons in there. I mean, it's just crammed full. We paid $2 for this. So I'm going to take the buttons out of the jar actually. I'm going to clean the jar up. We're going to use that in our kitchen. It's got a nice lid on it to store dry goods in. And we're going to put our buttons with our buttons. And I am just thrilled to death to have all these extra buttons. There's so many crafts you can do with buttons. If you're missing a button off something, you can often find something that is a close match. Or you can change out the buttons on a shirt and make it look different. So I'm just thrilled to death with that. A full jar of buttons. That's really all our thrifty finds, but I did want to talk about the jar seals that I received from Amazon. I was really pleased with these. There was 15 in the pack. I will leave a link in the description box below if you're needing these. And I have taken off the old rubber gasket off this jar that I recently got at a thrift store. So this is the jar. Y'all remember this jar? And it's really easy just to slip this on. See if I can hold it up for you. I'm going to slip it on. That's how easy it is to put these on, y'all. And now my jar will seal, so I don't have to worry about anything getting in there. It's got a nice rubber seal on it. And my jar is ready to go now. And I washed all those rubber gaskets in my dishwasher, so they're dishwasher safe. If nobody's told you today, you're loved from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. I love you. But there's somebody that loves you more than I love you, and that is Jesus. If you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, today is the day to accept Him as your Lord and Savior. Don't put it off, folks. Time's too short. The world's gone crazy. We all see it. Even people that didn't believe it are seeing it. So, you know, time's getting shorter. Make sure that you're on the right side of everything. If you know, even if God isn't real, you know, it's not going to hurt you when you're dead. But if He is real, you will suffer through eternity. A horrific suffering that has never been seen before. And there's no way out of it. So I just plead and beg with you to know Jesus. May you be fully blessed. Y'all come back and see me now.